It turns out that Xien is a chaebol kid. She's from a wealthy family, a fact that other participants could easily notice. Her impressive jewelry and bag collection clearly hint at her affluent status, and her background as a former Idol trainee likely made her stand out to everyone on the show. Hi guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and hit that notification bell. And please watch the ads all the way through. Thank you. Now, let's dive into the video. One of the first spoilers we got revealed that Xien visited Jiangsu's cafe, fueling early speculations that she and Jiangsu might be the endgame couple. However, these claims have been debunked due to conflicting hints and other spoilers, particularly those involving Xien and Juno. A major twist centers on an unidentified individual who has been active across various social media platforms, spreading rumors about Juno and Xien. Netizens suspect that this person could be an old acquaintance of Xien, possibly someone from her former agency, with which she recently terminated her contract. According to reports, this individual previously insinuated that Xien and Juno are dating and even posted comments such as, "It's finally coming out, Xien. I really hope your true colors gets completely exposed soon. You're two-faced, constantly talking bad about others behind their backs, and there are more than just one or two people waiting for this. You were so excited about becoming a couple with Juno, your time is almost up. But the truth is coming soon. You're also still busy with lawsuits right now, aren't you? LOL, it must be hectic." This person's comments were posted before the release of episodes 7 and 8 where the bedroom scene aired, which led to some backlash for the duo. And the mean girl narrative was then compared to her attitude to some of the female participants on the show, which I will not get into in this video. Anyways, this has led some netizens to believe that the rumor about Xien and Juno being the final couple is indeed true. Some speculate that Xien's alleged relationship with Juno might be a strategic move. The theory goes that in order to maintain credibility on singles Inferno, Xien needed to remain in a real relationship. It's been suggested that her participation on the show is motivated by a desire for fame and that her emotions are fake. Concerns have even been raised about the aftermath of the bed scene, with some arguing that Xien's affluent family, elite residents of Bampodong, might be worried about the scandalous images circulating around the world, especially given the contrast between her background and that of Juno's, who's reportedly from a more humble origins, specifically described in quote as a high school graduate military guy from a rural town of Gimpo. Another viewpoint argues that since Xien is a chaebol kid, coming from a wealthy background, her desperate quest for stardom seems contradictory. Some fans even claim that the couple's connection is staged, with the relationship maintained off-screen merely to help Xien preserve her public image. However, counter-arguments note that if Xien truly disliked Juno, it would be unlikely for them to have stayed together for over 8 months. This longevity, according to some, suggests that she genuinely likes him. Besides the disgruntled acquaintance's comments, the old spoiler circulating was when a fan saw Xien at his exhibition in December, holding flowers and waiting for hours for him. I mentioned this in my past video. The link will be in the description box. The second is the photo released by Elle magazine where she was seen holding him really tight. And the third one was the fan who commented that got a spoiler from one of the editors that Xien and Juno became a final couple. More recent updates have added another layer to the story. The latest buzz centers on a drawing that Juno gifted to Xien, which was uploaded online by one of her friends, who also happened to be at Juno's exhibition in December. The drawing depicts the cross that Xien wore when she chose him for their first trip to paradise. Now, a new layer of evidence has been added with the latest released interview by the same Elle magazine. For Juno, in his interview, when asked about the kind of person he admires, he said he highly values honesty. Someone who is fundamentally kind and considerate. All these are qualities he admitted he lacked. This can be interpreted to mean he's now found those qualities in Xien. He advised those hesitant about love to stay true to their emotions and to dive in without hesitation. When discussing his favorite love story, he mentioned a devotion reminiscent of the male lead in the movie If Only. Moreover, when asked to define love, he described it as something that impacts every aspect of life. He revealed that his earlier focus on financial freedom had shifted once he recognized the significance of intangible rewards like love. Personally, I think that last line spilled the beans that he found love on the show. Compare this to Jongsu's interview when asked the same question. Jongsu responded with a philosophical definition. He said, "If I had to define love, it's the reason for life." Philosophers say love is humanity's greatest emotion, and I completely agree. I'm a love enthusiast. Jongsu's response was more abstract and lacked the personal emotional tone found in Yup Junso's answers, leading me to suspect that Jongsu did not find love on the show. With Xien, when told to describe herself in one word, she said she is like a bulldozer. A personality that never regrets. She describes herself as a strong woman who runs straight ahead without looking back. She was asked about her advice to those hesitant about love. She said, "You have to get hurt, burn with passion, cry a lot, and experience hardships that feel like they'll break you, to understand how much energy you can give in a relationship and what kind of person you are, in love. Just go for it." When asked why she appeared on the show, she said she wondered if she would be able to fall in love deeply before her 20s ended, and she wanted to experience a passionate love affair. And for her final question on how she defines love, she described it as something that still sweeps her away. Seriously guys, isn't that more telling than all the spoilers we've seen combined? The most passionate love she's experienced on the show was the one with Junso. And she's hinting that she's still in love. However, she used the word bulldozer, which was the exact word Theo used to describe himself on the show. Is this a foreshadowing that the real person she chose was Theo? Let's talk about Theo's interview. I think Theo's answers were so lovely. Every answer carried a huge meaning and sounded romantic, like when he was asked what flirting technique that always worked for him, he said being the same person he was on the first day they met. When asked how love affects him, he said, "If positivity is my rocket fuel, then love is my destination. Whether it's self-fulfillment, making a fortune, or anything else, I do it all because of love. Be it for my girlfriend, my family, or my parents." Guys, my heart is melting with these answers OMG. And when asked about his experience from singles Inferno, he said that he rarely has time to think about abstract things in daily life, but being there made him think deeply and ponder what love and existence meant. He confessed that he gave the show his 100%. Also, he mentioned that he almost turned down the invitation to be on Singles Inferno because he had to travel. Thank goodness he didn't turn it down, right? How else would we have discovered this rare gem lol? What did you deduce from the interviews? Also, what do you think about the spoilers? Many netizens believe the rumors of Xien and Junso being the final couple is real and that they'll clock 9 months in relationship this February. What are your thoughts about this? Share them in the comments. Thanks for watching, please subscribe and like the video.